Scorpio. We will now be having a look to see what a relationship with this person could look like. So let's have a look and see what the cards can reveal about this relationship. What could you expect from them, Scorpio? Okay, this person can be a little bit anxious. They definitely think a lot, and I remember you had the card of contemplation underneath here, and that's sort of evidence with the 8 of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles being a card of contemplation. So what could be coming up in the cards here is that this person is thinking about a lot. So when it comes to relationships, this person could have insecurities or fears with the 8 of Swords. Okay, so they might be coming in and being very much in their head about things. So the Temperance card speaks about patience. So you may have to be very patient with this person's insecurities or with their anxiety. And it's important you talk about things with the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands and the Sun card is a very fired up energy, Scorpio. So this person could get hot-headed at times. They could become very impulsive. There's something that they could do here. Sort of the way they'll act or the way they'll be in a relationship here. But I think they can be very, maybe it's just straightforwardness. Notice how the 8 of Wands are charging very straight ahead, very straightforward to a situation. So maybe this person can be very straightforward in their communication. Because Sagittarius energy has come up with the Temperance card, it could very well indicate that this person is quite honest and truthful, or they appreciate honesty and truthfulness. But they will be honest with how they feel, no matter if it's like blunt or it comes across as rude. I still feel like they're going to communicate that to you, Scorpio. But you do have Sagittarius and Aries energy, which is fire energy around this relationship. The Sun card, new tasks, new beginnings, working on the self, experiences, passion, lust. So this person could be quite passionate. They could want children, or they could have a child coming into this relationship. But the Sun is all about new beginnings and doing things with a new, fresh perspective. So you might have a lot of firsts with this person. There's always a time for firsts, and I think you're going to have that with them, okay? First time trying something, first time experiencing something. This is what the Sun can represent. The Sun can represent that sort of openness. They want warmth and openness, I feel, Scorpio. They could be quite affectionate, but they could very much be around about the self, okay? The Sun is our sun signs. The Sun is the center of the solar system. It can be an emphasis or a focus on the self. So it could indicate that this person at times can be a little bit self-absorbed, okay? They think about the self, they put themselves first, you know, there's this notion of the self, okay? And maybe they don't see this, okay? There's a blindfold, so maybe they don't see how they act in relationships, but maybe you'll be the one to say something or steer them in the right direction. And that's not to say they'll ignore it, because I still feel like they'll take on your advice, or they'll take on your comments or your words, because I feel like there's openness with the Sun card. Openness in a situation. So maybe this is their mind. They could be open to the things that you say to them, or open to learning and developing, which the children can also represent. But the sun can be Aries, and Aries can be a challenging energy in a sense of it's Aries. In Roman myth, it's seen as the god of conflict and war and opposition. So that's coming up around this person. So they may be very quick to oppose or defend something. But patience is key with the Temperance card. They're wanting balance, but sometimes I feel like they could go overboard. So maybe they have to learn to sort of keep their cool. Maybe this is anger even, a bit of a temperament for this person. So they could be quite a temperamental lover. But with the Temperance card, this is angels. Angels are communicators, and it's a very peaceful energy here. So, you know, what comes to mind is just pleasure, like spiritual pleasure. Like it feels good without effort. So I do want to say you will make this person very happy, and you will put them in that state of pleasure, Scorpio, and vice versa. They could be putting you in that state of bliss, you know, of pleasure. We've got the sun that's come up twice. So this is masculine energy for the most part. But it could also indicate that they're patient with you. At times they might be impatient, but when it comes to the relationship, you know, you've got those Two of Cups, twin flame, soulmate energy. When it comes to the relationship and balancing the cups between the both of you, yeah, this person is willing to give things a go. I feel like when it comes to the relationship, they're willing to really try. They're willing to put a lot of patience in a relationship, I think, or whatever it is that's happening between the both of you. And they could be quite emotionally invested. But Temperance, Sagittarian energy is fun, loving, and adventurous, so I think you can experience a lot of that with this person. I don't sense that they're overly possessive, though. I feel like they're more open than possessive. Maybe they're fearful of too much commitment. So they always want to be, maybe they always want to remain in this very early stage. Maybe they want to drag on that honeymoon period for as long as they can, Scorpio. And it's coming from a place of maybe they're ready to settle down, but not completely. Or they want an open sort of connection. Maybe they don't want too much pressure on your connection. Maybe you're going to have to be more patient with them in that regard. So, but maybe they just really enjoy that courtship phase of getting to know someone, you know, the dating, the getting to know you, the excitement, the butterflies in the stomach, those very early stages in dating or in relationships. So it could very well indicate that that's what this person is really wanting, or that's what they'll want to sort of have around for a long time. Yeah, okay, maybe with the Sun card it is that. And they want things to happen. I think at times they're in, I don't know though, I don't know if it's they're selfish, and for them, they might want things to happen fairly quickly, but then when it comes to you and pleasing your needs and wants, they may be insecure about it. Maybe they'll need to think on it. It'll take them more time to do things that please you than it'll take them the time to realize that they're not being pleased by something you might not be doing for them, Scorpio. So, I mean, we all have good and bad, but it really just depends how this connection will fare and what they'll expect from you going forward. But patience is key, or having things in moderation, not overwhelming, but not underwhelming this person. So it's almost like you have to find a very equal playing field, or the perfect equilibrium. Okay, so there's a bit of perfection that may need to take place here. So thank you again for tuning in. I do hope it has been helpful.